Let's continue talking about cleaning text fields. Up until now, we modified all the characters in a cell, but sometimes you want to isolate a piece of the text string. Excel has many functions to help. We've been using the terms text and string interchangeably, but it might help to think about text fields as a chain where each link represents a location that can be anything, a character, symbol, or space, etc. So if we want to look at this project name, 3dmykicks-3dmykicks.com, how many links are there? You could count each element one by one, but that is difficult and tedious. Luckily, Excel has created a function for this. This function is called len, as in length. The syntax is equals len, open parentheses, the cell or text string you want to count, close parentheses. The result for this project name is 27. By itself, this information is interesting but not particularly useful. However, we can now use it in combination with other functions to extract only the portion of text we want. Looking again at 3dmykicks-3dmykicks.com, if we want just the project name, not including the website, we can use the left function. The syntax is equals left, open parentheses, then the cell to extract from, followed by how many characters to extract starting from the left. In this case, it becomes equal left, open parentheses, cell B2, len, open parentheses, in double quotes, 3dmykicks, close parentheses, twice. You might think this is a lot of work for something you could extract manually without any functions for a single instance. However, what happens if you have some imported data that looks like this? Clearly, there is something funky with the raw data, but it's easy to fix in Excel. Let's extract just the state information, leaving off the nonsense data. What's the length of the bad string? 7. Now let's use this information as we build the nested formula. Equal left, open parentheses, M2, len, open parentheses, M2, close parentheses, minus 7, close parentheses. The reason we are subtracting 7 from the total length is because each cell varies in length, but consistently has the bad string 7 spaces in length. We want the result to include everything to the left. The next function we'll discuss is right. It has a similar syntax to the left function. The big difference is that it starts counting the spaces from the right side instead of the left. The last common text function we'll discuss is substitute. As you can probably guess, the handy feature will look for a specified string within a cell and replace it with new text. Why is this useful? As you prepare data for analysis, it's vital to make sure formatting is consistent. For example, as we look through the project names, notice how some use a dash and others use a column to separate title and subtitle. The syntax for substitute starts with the cell reference, the old text you look for wrapped in double quotes, then the new text you also want wrapped in double quotes, and finally you can specify how many times in a cell you want to modify the old text. Let's use substitute to change all the colons to dashes. Equal, substitute, open parentheses, B2, double quotes, colon, double quotes, dash, double quotes, close parentheses. Notice the change? Also note that if there was no colon in the name, like the second row, then the cell didn't change at all. Now try out these string functions for